What could your kids learn from Donald Trump's campaign? I'm with the author Tim Clue right now. Tim, you wrote an entire children's book inspired by this.
Yes, Patty and the Stump, inspired by the presidential campaign. Absolutely.
Take me through the story of how this even began. It's amazing to me. You were just simply trying to explain who Donald Trump was to your daughter.
Well, I think many of us have been lost in the fog of Trump. And my 6-year-old actually came to me one day and just casually said, "Dad, why does Donald Stump want to be president?" And I was like, I'm not going to correct her. And I started scribbling notes down on a napkin about an allegorical tale in search of a lawsuit. It was one of those inspirations.
Okay, so the big question is, are there definitive lessons that you can teach a child?
We wanted to write a tale that talked about leadership. And we think leadership is one of those tricky subjects that a lot of children either don't understand. Certainly, the Pied Piper would be an example, or Lord of the Rings, but those are kind of dark examples for children to understand.
Give me an example of Donald Stump teaching kids a lesson in this book.
He's teaching them the opposite of leadership. It's Patty the prairie dog who is the heroine of our story, right? It's the Stump who, let's say in his bombastic way, tries to seize control for control's sake and manipulate the critters to do, let's say, things that they might not normally do, like build a fence.
So instead, all the animals should play well together. That's a better strategy.
If you look at our study guide in the back here, we ask some pretty simple questions. It says, do leaders highlight their own virtues or those of others? If you talk long and loud, does this mean you are a leader? And I think, believe it or not, answering those questions highlights much of what's been going on with Patty and the Stump.
From even the beginning, where was your mind with all of this?
I think as writers, when we are anxious, we want to solve problems. And I thought the genre of a children's story, for me, tried to simplify some very profound feelings.
Is there a Hillary book coming up?
There is no sequel. This is one and done.
Fascinating idea. Thank you so much, Tim.